We're very fortunate. The world we live in right now is just inundated with information, and sometimes to detract from making a decision because it's so overwhelming, and your life it's not hanging in this, but that's sometimes your thought process. Oh, gee. There's this and there's that. There's some valid, there's some invalid, there's some charlatans in the cancer business, and so you just have that wonderful opportunity of just reading, researching web pages, and I would suggest that go to legitimate agencies and for like a support group, a cancer agency, whether it be I believe in the BC Cancer Agency, but there are many others that have legitimate websites, and try to keep away if you can from the snake oil doctors, because there are many of those out there too. I'm not saying and diminishing that. I'm just saying that to get information, you should try to go to the valid and the scientific-based information rather than maybe one person and a miracle. And that's just my thought, and I know other people have a different thought. But so that's why I did a lot of reading and researching, and after that. I guess so the big thing, after all you've read and you've had the research, and the big thing to me is eventually someone has to pull the trigger. That then becomes, you now have volumes of information. You now have heard stories. You now have listened to spouse, your family. But well-meaning people they will make decisions for you. These are well-meaning professionals, and they will take your life over. I prefer to opt out of that, well-meaning people. I prefer to be an active involvement in my life. And with that, I want to pull the trigger. If I have options, and it is very confusing. I can remember sitting and anguishing over this surgery, this, that, do nothing, and I'm trying to think through a process. My brother's just died 3 months ago, and there's a lot of anxiety about this decision, and I'm trying to think, what is the best decision for me? And eventually I came to the conclusion that brachytherapy was the best for me and my wife and our family. But again, I believe that I had to take responsibility for the decision on my own, with the help, yes, of professionals, but I'm not going to do it in isolation. I'm not sort of an idiot, but I don't want people to make decisions that I may not feel comfortable, and they're well-meaning, by the way. I ran into some wonderful people in the cancer treatment area, so I'm very lucky. But I also realize that I'm the one that has to pull the trigger. And I say to anybody that you have to take responsibility for your life. And because sometimes the treatment is more scarier than the disease. And sometimes when you hear all of these wonderful people with these wonderful robotic arms, they have all this wonderful equipment and technology, and then you see the side effects and you say, gee, I don't know if I want to be treated. And so you're also with that dilemma. And then if you do a treatment, did they get all the cancer? Because I sometimes joke, I have an alien inside me. I have no idea when this alien is going to mutate, or I have no idea. I'm assuming that I'm fine, but what do I know? And so you still have to live with your decision that you make, but it's still your decision.